Hello everybody, and here I am, the Go Live Granny, live again. So just popping these things in here. Let's just change the banner there. I can see people coming in already. I just need to change the banner because I want to put my Crafter's Companion ticker across the bottom, and I haven't done it already. Let's put that on there. So let's have a look. Sorry, I was just trying to get organized there. I had planned to go live, so do chat in the comments if you feel like joining in. Pizza going, hello, nice to see you. Morning. Well, it's not morning here, it's afternoon. Whoever's on the Facebook, in the Facebook community, can you let me know who you are? Because I can only see Facebook users saying good evening, and this is what that looks like. Look, that's what I can see, folks. Okay, so beautiful sunny day here on the Isle of Wight. Sun streaming in here. I'm going to have to try and sort out. I have a dormer window here, and this is where I want to sit. This is my crafting table here, and this is the way round I got. So I'm going to have to do something because the light plays havoc sometimes. Depends what time of day. Oh, it's Laura. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you. Laura, if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission, it will give us permission so we can see your name. Anyway, don't worry if it's if it's too much faff. Right, let's take that off again. So I was intending to go live at 4:30. So I had some parcels, 3 parcels this morning, and I thought, oh, let's do an unboxing. I know you love to. Hello, Jackie. I know you love. Hello, Ailey. I know you love to. So if you're commenting from the community group, when you put your comment, could you put your name there as well? That way, unless you can actually log in and give it permission. Otherwise, with several of you in the Facebook community group, I won't know who's talking. See, look there, Facebook. There's Ailey. She's put her name. She's put Ailey from Invergood. So when you make a comment, can you just put your name if you haven't managed to give it permission? Hello. So we've got Andrea in. Now we've got the Facebook user there. See, so that's all it says. So when you're putting anything in, if you could just put your name in as well, or even your initials. Mind you, I have to remember them, won't I? Right, Wesley Coombe is coming in from somewhere abroad. Right, okay, let's see. Look, there's Pete again. Right, okay. Right, so this morning I had 3 deliveries of Crafter's Companion items. Now, there's been a lot of very good deals, and I've been taking a lot of advantage of the good deals so that I can feed my crafty obsession without costing my putting a huge dent in my bank balance. I don't have a huge amount of money, so I have to use it wisely. So I've been watching Crafter's Companion for a long time, and they do 3 shows a day. And here in the UK, at the moment, they are 11 till 1, 2 till 4, and 6 till 8, which hence why I'm doing one now. But I was going to do it at 4:30. Yes, I was going to do it at 4:30 to give myself time to get organised. And then my brother and my sister-in-law came over. But hello, June. Nice to see you. So I didn't mind them coming over. It was lovely because I haven't seen them for ages. And then I decided that it wouldn't give me enough time after they'd gone. I hadn't yet had my lunch. So I had my lunch when they went, and then it didn't give me enough time to set up my things that I want to show you and get organised on the live stream. So I made it 5 o'clock. So we've got till 6 o'clock when the next show starts. So I like to watch the shows live if I can. And it's just like this. Oh, I think we might be right. Okay. So Pizza Gan, look, this is Pizza Gan. He thinks I'm a boring old lady. So I think I know what we'll do with Pizza Gang. I think we'll block the user. There we go. So we'll take that one off. Whoops, hang on. I don't know. Am I back? Yes, I'm back now. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so let's just go back. So I have removed the person who was being rude, and that's what will happen to anybody who's rude in this stream. We don't want people like that. So we've got lots of lovely people coming in from Facebook, and I think, have we got anybody in from YouTube? Let's see. I think most of you are coming in from Facebook. Yes, so we've got Jackie. We've got Jackie. I believe it's Jackie's in the garden knitting children's tops. I think you told me that it's fish and chip tops that I am. Oh no, I think that might be Ailey who's talking about the fish and chip shop. Fish and chip tops. Is that you, Ailey, over there? Right. Okay. Right. So brilliant. And then Heather is here. Heather is one of my crafting companion friends online on the Crafters Companion. So for those of you who don't know, Crafters Companion is a company that helps us feed our crafty obsessions. Okay, and so and Heather I met, she saw me do the craft along the other day, so I was invited on as a guest. While the shows, the craft, anybody who doesn't know, the Crafters Companion was set up by Sarah Davis, who had this wonderful dream, and she set it up, a craft business, from her university bedroom, and it is now a company that sells globally. So it's gone worldwide, and it's an amazing company. Lots of crafty items, so you can feed your crafty obsessions. And there's 3 shows a day at the moment. They go from this is UK time. Anybody watching, you'll have to convert. Let me have a look. It's 11 till 1, 2 till 4, and 6 till 8, which is hence why I'm doing a 5 o'clock broadcast, so I could just squeeze it in, because I thought if I did it after 8 o'clock tonight, I might be a bit tired. Those of you who are in the know that I'm recovering from being seriously ill with COVID. I know it's been a long time, but I'm still not back to how I was, so we'll see. Hello, Tracy. Tracy Harrion is in. Nice to see you, Tracy. Jackie's been cutting hedge in the garden. Excellent. Beautiful weather here for gardening, but I haven't been in the garden. My brother bought me some plants round, and I bought some plants the other day. I'm getting ready to do little bits in the garden, but I am not going to do huge amounts at a time, because I'm getting very tired and I need to make sure I get myself well. Part of the process of getting myself well was that I watched Crafters Companion shows all through January, February, March, April, now through May. I watch most of them live if I can, because what is nice when you watch it live is like here we are here, you can chat. Hello, Justine Elizabeth. Oh, don't want to see the rubbish over there. Just got home from school. Now crocheting. Excellent. So we have crocheters here, we have knitters in here, we have we have all sorts of crafters in here, and Crafters Companion does help a lot of us feed our crafty obsessions. There's Ailey is praying for me, sending me healing prayers from Scotland. Thank you. I appreciate it. So many people have been so kind and helping in my recovery, and none less than the Crafters Companion group. So when I watch the Crafters Companion shows, I chat in the side box while the presenters are in the main box like this, and I've met some lovely people, including Heather. When I say met, we've met virtually, and Heather, who's just there in the chat, she is one of the lovely crafters that I've met online, and she was really nice to me. And so what are you doing now? Jackie says that's what she's doing now. I think she means either crocheting, or is that what you meant, Jackie? Sorry. And so I thoroughly recommend crafting. I would put it on the doctor's prescription pad that crafting, very, very therapeutic. And lots of you who have been watching me regularly will know that I've been feeding that crafty obsession. Now, you might think that I've got an endless bank account. I haven't. So what I do is I shop a very savvy shopper. So I shop when there are deals on. There's certain things I will pay a little bit more for if it's something I desperately want, but mostly it's the jolly old bargains, and they do give us so many bargains. They give us an opportunity when you start with Crafter's Companion, and if any of you want to check it out, see the link down the bottom. It is an affiliate link, so it would give me a few pennies if people buy. It wouldn't cost you any more, but it will give me a few pennies if you buy anything from Crafter's Companion using my link down the bottom there, and then that helps me just to do more, because I do a lot for charity, and it does fund, or it helps to fund that. So so I've loved being, I can't remember how long I've been with Crafter's Companion. It's longer than since I've been ill with pneumonia. It was sometime during the pandemic, and it just got me through. And then I know some of you said that my broadcast helped you get through, but lots of us help each other. Absolutely. Hello. Right. So Jackie's saying yes, was following on what Justine said. Yes, Jackie, I've got more than one stream of comments coming in, because I've got Facebook, the main Facebook page, I've got the Facebook group, and I've got YouTube. So sometimes I'm wondering, I'm not quite sure which one comment follows which comment, because they just come in as you make them. So anyway, Jackie saying so Justine's just got home from school and relaxing and crocheting, and now Jackie's crocheting as well. Rachel's coming there now. Rachel coming in from Devon. Lovely to see you. Heather, of course, is abroad. Are you in the States, Heather? I think Heather might be in the States. Right, so now who's the Facebook user who says that they find Crafter's Companion very expensive? Because this is where I need to show you, because I've got some of the goods I'm going to show you today I got for free, right? Some of them are very cheap. Heather's in Ohio. Hello. Nice to see you. So some of them I got for nothing, okay? Some of them I got cheaply. So I'm going to go through, because I've put prices and things down. So basically, if you join Crafter's Companion and you buy, you want to buy something from them, they have what they call Club Inspire. And it's a loyalty club. And so you can join, and it doesn't cost you anything to join. Now, I've seen other crafting groups where they charge you to join their loyalty scheme. And I don't like doing things like that, as you know. So anyway, whoever says it's expensive, let me know, because I want to cover the top tips as to how you can do your crafty obsession without it costing you an arm and a leg. Obviously, if you want to buy everything, that's a different ballgame, but I don't buy everything. I'm selective in what you might think I do, but I buy when it's a good deal. So let me see. So yes, so you can join Crafter's Companion. Fish and chip jumpers are used a lot of. Right, so Ailey's saying that the fish and chip jumpers that she makes are used for a lot of the charities. Yes, absolutely. So that's the knitters amongst us. I'm a knitter too, and before I was doing so much crafting, paper crafting, I was doing huge amounts of knitting, and a lot of people joined my community, and a lot of them sent things down here to the Isle of Wight so that we could support loads of the charities here on the Isle of Wight. And Ailey sent her stuff from Scotland down to me, and we've donated loads of stuff to lots of charities. I'm going to be doing some crafting for the charities now, paper crafting for the charities. I do believe that, I don't think Yvonne's in the broadcast, but I do believe that Yvonne is now sending some things for Ailey to go to the charities in Scotland that she supports. So I think we all help to support each other. And Ailey, I may have a few things that I can post to you that I've got in a bag here that might support your charities too. So it's all about just being kind and friendly, and that's why I've removed the person who was being rude who I've blocked them from our live stream, because I'm not having rude people in here. But too many nice people. Anyway, so today I had 3 boxes. Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry, let me go back. So if you join Club Inspire, they give you 250 points to start with, which gets you on the ladder to start moving up. And they have bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum, different levels. Now, platinum, I think you need 1,500 points for platinum. Well, I am on platinum, but sometimes they give double points, triple points, extra points, all sorts of things. And the other day they had a deal on, and they had the points at such a level that if you spent £30 on a particular item, you could get straight onto platinum. Ben said he didn't know. Ben was presenting, and he didn't say where, he didn't know if it was a mistake or not. I don't think it probably was. And so some people got straight to platinum, which was amazing. I've been on platinum for a long time, but I buy when there are good deals on, and so that's what I'm going to show you. And also, not only that, but if you're in the UK, I don't think it's operating abroad. It might be operating in Australia, but not operating elsewhere, I don't think yet. But I'm just going to pop on another link for a minute. This one, Top Cashback. That's a company that gives you cash back on things you buy. And one of the companies on the Top Cashback scheme is Crafter's Companion. So not only do I get the 20% deal on everything I buy, 20% off on everything I buy, but sometimes I get an extra bonus on the top of that. I'm going to go back to Crafter's Companion now, because people might want to go and have a look and see what it's all about. And if you do, please go through my link, and then that will help me to keep on presenting, because obviously when I do these broadcasts, it actually costs me to have the software. I'm coming in through StreamYard, and then the website should be back soon. I'm going still talking in, need to talk to Tristan about that. All those things cost me in order to broadcast. So if you want me to keep me broadcasting, I need to keep these things happening. So yes, so I've been on platinum for a while, and so I get 20%, but I get 20% off everything. So if there's a deal, I get 20% off the deal. So supposing they put something on a deal, Heather said, yes, I think so, I'm something like that too, Heather. Heather's platinum for the next 6 years. Thing is, once we've got our 1,500 points, that carries over into the next, if we've got it for the next year, they take them off. But if we've got so many points that we've gone 2, 3, 4 years platinum, the points still sit there waiting. And so I'm not overly fussed when they put the double and triple points on. I like the £5 off or £10 off, or the bargains there. But I think they're mindful of that, and every now and again they will give platinum members a deal of their own that nobody else has. So that's good, isn't it? So Heather, how long have you been with Crafter's Companion? I can't remember how long I've been. It's more than a year. I'm not sure if it's 2 years, something like that. Ailey says she enjoys watching Crafter's Companion. Did I manage to finish the purple box last week? It's here somewhere. Wait a minute. Hang on. I've got to lean up to the shelf to get it. Hang on. Sorry. This is what Ailey's talking about. Okay. And this is an exploding box. Well, it doesn't have fireworks in it, but it's it's a bit difficult to do up in the air. So if I take this lid off, whoops. Inside is another box. And inside, oh, it's come unstuck. Never mind. I can stick it back on. It's just an empty box. I made that on the craft along recently. So what they like to do, they have different shows. They have shows where they are doing mega deals. They have deals on all the shows. Heather's been with CC for 2 to 3 years. I might have been that long. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's quite that long. Anyway. So there are different shows. There's Wake Up Call. There's Monday Makers. There's Beautiful Beginnings. There's a Softer Side of Life. That Softer Side of Life deals with the sewing side, and I'm actually going to revisit my sewing. I used to sew for England. I haven't done that for years. I've got my grandmother's sewing machine, and I'm hoping to get it out and give it a try and see if it works soon, because you can actually get deals for sewing as well. So anyway, one of the ways, if you're thinking it's expensive, so who was it who thought it was expensive? Was it you, Ailey? whoever said they thought it was expensive, keep watching, because this is how you get things for free. Because when I did the craft along, they gave me £50 voucher to spend. Okay, I've done the craft along twice in 2 months. That's £100 of free goodies I've had, and that's why some of the goodies on my table today I didn't pay for, but I didn't steal them either. So anyway, this was the craft along. So I sat at home and they Zoomed me. I sat at home making this while Debbie was making it in the studio, and then they Zoomed me in to the broadcasts, and we had a chat, see how I was getting on. I think the idea is to see that, to make sure that everybody knows that it's something other people can do. So let's, oh, I'm running out of space. Let's put that there. Okay. And then I'll get on to the unboxing in a minute. Otherwise, we'll get to 6 o'clock on the next show, and I won't have shown you anything. So recently they've had a bit of an issue, and the parcels seem to have slowed down a bit. And then so today I ended up having 3, and now they're catching up again. So I had 3 parcels today. So let me show you the ones that hang on, let's have a look. Right, so this order is part of what I got free. So actually, the other day I spent £30 the other day, and I've had that parcel in. And today I spent, and on this parcel I spent the other £20. So this and this is part of what they call the template library. Yeah, so whoever's that talking in and saying I must watch and might find more bargains, who is that? So is that you, Ailey? I don't know who it is, but talk to me and I'll help you. So if you watch, you'll see how I got some good bargains. Heather's saying the way the crafty folks do the demos on CC makes it so scary to try new things. Oh right, Ailey, then you do need to watch. So Heather, that's why I think they have ordinary people on doing the demonstrations, so that that people can do it, and the other people can see actually we can do that, and they stop. And if you have a problem part way through, like I didn't get one of the measurements up. I sit here, and they have me on broadcast, and they put me in the corner of the screen when they're talking to me, and then they take me off the screen when they're doing they don't need me in the screen, but if I need to ask them something, they can see the screens in the studio, so I just have to wave my hand and they know I've got a question that I need to ask. So that's so it's not really scary, Heather. You might think it was. It's funny, because I think I was a bit scared to start with, and yet I'm a broadcaster and I go on broadcasting, and so I was nervous, and I thought, why am I nervous? I live stream, and I have been live streaming since 2016, so why would I be scared of that? So I decided, and when I knew that they were giving me a voucher as well as letting me have fun with the crafty obsessions, I decided, let's give it a go. So anyway, the template library, hang on a minute, I'm just counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can't see from across there. But this is part of a collection, and the first book came, and you have to watch. Hello, Heather thinks her blue is coming today. Well, mine's arrived today, and I'm very excited. Have you got the other ones, Heather? Have you got the indigo and the violet? I hope you have. There's Andrew coming in from Scotland. Hi, Andrew. Nice to see you. So this is what they call the template library. Now, there are lots of different ways of doing crafting, and a lot of ways are where you can cut out the dies. So you cut out the shapes on a cutting machine, a die cutter. So see these are metal. And these are shapes that you put in your die cutting machine. And I must show you, I've got my new die. Oh, it's all covered up. Hang on. My arm's in the way. That's not helpful, is it? This is my new die cutting machine. And so I sit here, watch the live streams on there, on my tablet, and open up the machine and craft along while they're crafting. So that I did push the boat out for, but there's a reason why. But I won't go into all that now because I'll run out of time. So if they made dies for everything, it would, some of the bigger things, it would be very expensive because dies are much more expensive. So what they came up with, and I think this is absolutely genius, this is called the template library. And in here are a load of templates. Okay, so, and I can take out a template. I don't think the first one's the most exciting one, but never mind. I'll show you the book. So there are lots of templates in here. So you put this down on your card, and it tells you on here what size piece of card you need. And so the outside, it tells you where the cutting lines are. And then it also tells you which are the scoring lines. So where you score and then fold. And then it's also got what they call mats and layers. So can you see on this that that the outside of the box is purple? Can you see that? So that's the base, and then I've cut a piece of paper on and put on top. That's what they call mats and layers, when you put different layers of paper and card together like that. And this says have a ball on there. It's part of the Masquerade collection of papers and things. So it's much cheaper to produce something like this than it would be to produce that in a metal format. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. So Andrew's come in. I think this, Ailey saying, I'm glad that you've found so much enjoyment in your paper crafts, Lynn. Do you remember telling the crafting show how to say my name? It's Ailey in Scottish Gaelic. Yes, because they were trying to work out how Ailey mentioned her name, and I actually went in the broadcast and told them. No, I told them on the broadcast actually how you pronounce it, because it's a difficult one. I always remember because Ailey was talking to me and my brother one time online, and she said it's Scottish Gaelic for Helen, and my brother picked up that he said Ailey, and she said yes. Well, we have an Auntie Aileen, so I just remember that if I say Auntie Aileen, if I say Aileen and take the N off, I've got it right. So that's how I remember it. Anyway, so these are the templates, and so that is template number 1. That's a Z fold card. So you have that, and you draw around it, and it tells you where to score and where to cut and where to fold, and that matches with the first item in the what they call the recipe. This is the recipe card. So that template that I just showed you, it wouldn't make all the, you have to then choose different papers and put something else on the top, but the basis of the card is made from the template. And so that shows you what it would look like, and it also shows you on the back how you cut and score. Now, they've covered all the eventualities because I actually am more of a visual audio learner. And so not only have you got it written down, but there are videos, tutorials to show you how to do it in case you don't like doing it from the pictures. So there are some amazing things in here. So look, all these different cards. And this I got with my voucher. So I got this free. I haven't got the whole set free, but I have got this particular one free. So that's, my blue library. So they're all sorts of different shaped cards in here. They're just brilliant and absolutely lovely. The first set had more in, and it also had a set of basic die cutters so that you could use those on lots of different cards. So the template library is one of the items that I got for free, and I don't think you can get better than free, can you? Not that I know anyway. And then this just pops back into the folder, and it's very easy to put in and take out. And I think it's an ingenious idea. What they've done to right, Heather says she's a visual learner rather than a book learner. Absolutely. I was a late learner, a late reader at school, and although I can read perfectly well, I don't enjoy it as an experience. So I'm loving the fact that Leanne came up with the idea of actually doing it as video tutorials as well. So hang on, I haven't got a lot of space here. I'm making myself a new craft room, but it's not all sorted yet. So let's put that down there. So that's the 3rd edition, and they come out, oh, I can't remember how often they come out. But you have to watch because they sold out. The first one sold out, but I'm always there quickly because I'm retired and I don't have to go to work anymore. I'm there ready watching when they let us know when they're coming, and if you're quick you can get on the system and get your orders in. So that's the 3rd one. That is the 3rd one. So right, so let's have a look. So that was part of this order. I've got 3 different orders here. Then I got, what else did I get? Let's have a look. So this is the Bell Countryside, and this is a stamp. Oh, I don't know how much I paid for that. Perhaps £2 or £3. This has got there's several stamps in there. All those things are stamps that you ink up and stamp out to make your cards with, and then on these you can stamp them out and color them in. And I don't know how many stamps. Oh, 7 pieces in there, and it was about £2 or £3. I haven't put the price down, sorry on that one, but it was in the bargain basement, right? Okay, then this one is a die. It's a metal die cut, look, and that normally would be probably £6-7, something like that. I paid £2.39 for that because Christmas is coming, absolutely, as you know, and so I thought that would be good. And the thing is, my grandchildren are crafters now, and so I could always cut things out, cut the shapes out and send them to them. But sometimes I get doubles, because if I go for a mystery bag, which is never a mystery because they always tell us what's in it if you watch the show, sometimes the bag will be something like, £24 for the platinum members, and it might have £120 worth of items in it, but I might have 1 or 2 of them. Well, that doesn't matter because the ones I haven't got, that's still a very good deal. And so I will give, my grandchildren get the ones that I end up with doubles of. So that's brilliant. Also, sometimes it pays you to have doubles, because if you're doing a lot of cutting out of cards and things, with the new Gemini machine, I can put the plates that go through the machine. Let's have a look. These are the plates that you put through the machine, and look how many dies I could get on there to cut out in one pass through the machine. So it doesn't make sense to put one small item on there and push it through. It makes sense to put a lot of items on there all at once. So some of the smaller dice may be a word that you use a lot of times, like celebrate or that sort of thing. If it's in the bargain basement, it makes sense to have more than one of them, because you can make much better use of it. So there we go. So that I don't know, as I say, I don't know what the Bell Countryside. I've lost it. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Never mind. The Masquerade Ball. This is one that I've got twice, but no, I think the Bell Countryside was £1 something, and I think this was a freebie. I think this is a freebie, and I thought, well, that doesn't matter because my grandchildren can have that because I've already got it. So this is an embossing folder where you put it inside a plastic folder and push it through the machine, and it embosses the paper, and then you could do all sorts of things with it. So let's have a look. Ailey saying, looks wonderful and ideal for people with learning disabilities. Actually, excellent. Must get into paper crafts for absolutely, Ailey. Yes, it's wonderful. There's another Facebook user there, but I don't know who that is because I can't see. Sorry. So that, I think, was a free item. I might be wrong. There's the Celebrate one. I did buy it again because I thought I'd get it for my grandchildren. £1.19. That's not a bad price. There's 2 dies in there. There's one that cuts the word and one that cuts the backing. Can you see that there's a grey all around it? That's the backing. So that's excellent. And then what's this one? Let's have a look. This is farmhouse. A new home means a new adventure. And I debated whether to get these. I just love these. They're what you used to see on farmhouse walls definitely in the UK. It's a bit of an old-fashioned thing, but I just thought it was a bit of fun. And because it was only, hang on, £3.59, and there's 10 pieces in there, so that's not bad at all. So there's stamps, rubber stamps, and then there's dies to cut around them. So I don't know if you can see, there's dies to cut the birds out as well. So I thought that I debated, and I thought, yes, I'm going to have it. And then let's see. Right, so that's I think that was all that first box. And so don't forget, £20 worth of that box I got free because I did the craft along. So I was delighted with that. Now let's see what else we've got. Right, now we've got this one. This I ordered on the 14th of May. Crafter's Companion Quirky Sentiment Stamp Selection. And this, again, this is a double, but I deliberately did this as a double for my grandchildren. One of these things reminds me of one of my granddaughters. Let me show you. The first one reminds me of one of my granddaughters, one of the twins who's 16. It says, "Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud?" And she always used to roll her eyes, and we had a big joke about it. She doesn't do it anymore, but we still have that family joke. So these are all stamps, photopolymer stamps. So you put these, you ink these up and stamp them down, and then you can color them, or you can put gilding flakes on them, or you can emboss them with. So there's two sorts of embossing. There's the embossing where you put paper in a folder and it indents it. Hello, Tracy. And then there's the sort of embossing where you put glue, and then you put embossing powder and you heat it, and it makes a lovely finish. So I'm going to be doing some of these to show you. So Tracy is sitting watching in the Newport bus station waiting for a bus home. She's been shopping on your day off. Oh, they let you have a day off, did they, Tracy? That's lovely. Tracy lives on the Isle of Wight. She lives in East Cowes, works over at Age UK, and has been a tremendous supporter of the Go Live Granny for several years, helping also with the carnival float we did before the pandemic, and all sorts of other help and support. You know, so many of the community have been a huge support to me. So there we go. Okay, right, let's see what these are, because I'm going to run out of time before the show starts. So this is "Sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud?" This one is "Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can, and wine to accept the things that I can't." So, you know, some of these things make cards, or you can make wall hangings. You could make these into little coasters, all sorts of things and uses for all these crafty things. It's only limited by your imagination. The demonstrators on Crafters Companion give us ideas, and those tutorials stay online for as long as the internet exists. Hello, Richard. Nice to see you. There's Richard coming in. Whoops, there's Richard. Okay. And oops, I don't know who that Facebook user is. I can't see any comments there. So anyway, this one says "Some bunny loves you." Okay. And this one says "All guests must be approved by the dog." And this one says "Family are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts." I think I'm one of the nuts in my family. So that set was £12. Now, 2, 4, 5. They would cost you more than £2.50 each if you were buying them at the full price. So that's those. And in the same bag, let's have a look. This is Gemini Character Gift Tag Selection with 3-piece tricolour aqua sets. Okay, so I got these, and this came in the bundle as well. Okay, so, you know, sometimes we get freebies, sometimes we get, you know, good selection. So let's tell you what's here, because these can be tags Or today, Debbie was the girl who I worked with on the craft along. These can either be made into gift tags, or you can make them long and make them into bookmarks. Today she made one as a bookmark. So this is Sparkle with Fairy Dust. All right, so it's a die, and then can you see there's the metalwork, all right, and there's the bits, the stamp. It's a die and stamps, isn't it? Stamp and die, yes. So the fairy is a little die, that a little stamp that you stamp onto card and then fix it to the card that you've cut with the metal die. So that is Sparkle with Fairy Dust. This one is Enjoy the Little Things in Life. Cute. And you see so many of these you can personalize to people, you know, certain people. The next one's a dog. So if they she did the cat and there was a person in the cat. Yes, that was so funny. So funny. Have I got the cat one? Have I got it here? No, I don't think I've got the cat one. I don't think the cat one was in that bundle. But today, Heather's just reminding me that she did one that had a cat on it. Here's one with a dog. And she did one with a cat. And she made it into a bookmark. And funnily enough, I mean, people in the chat sometimes don't use their own names. They use, you know, sort of nicknames and things. And there was somebody in the chat called Cat Butt. And when she turned the thing, when she was colouring the back of it, the Cat Butt came in and said, "Oh, my name's Cat Butt." Very funny. You know, it might not sound so funny, but it was funny. Heather and I thought it was funny. Now here's Tina. Is that Tina Furnival? Oh, the other user is Debs. Right. Okay, that's lovely, because Debs wanted to know what time I was broadcasting and I let her know, but I didn't know she'd come in. Thank you, Richard. So this one says, "You're the top dog." You're the top dog. And this one says, "Follow your dreams." Follow your dreams. And so that one came with, as I say, that came with the markers as well. And that was a £12 set, which would be a lot more if I wasn't on platinum. So let's have a look. And no, not only platinum, no. So yes, so these are and I get more discount on top. So let's take that. Yes, Tina Furnival. Lovely to see you, Tina. Right, so this one is a Christmas set. Yes, Christmas is coming. Crafters start their Christmas in June or July. Apparently, I don't, but other crafters do. And now we're on the Gemini Christmas character gift tag selection. And so these are the ones that were in that collection. So we've got Glad Tidings, which has got a little soldier. They're a bit like the Nutcracker. There is a Nutcracker set that I've got from Crafter's Companion. Haven't used it yet, but hopefully I will this year. Warm Winter Wishes. Oh, don't wish the warm winter wishes. It's nice and sunny here, and it's warm today. Gingerbread Kisses and Holiday Wishes. Yeah. And of course, you can use these stamps not just to make tags and bookmarks, but you can use them on stamping other things up as well. So it's amazing. Heather's loving all the goodies I've got. Lots of playtime for sure. Absolutely. I've got to work out how I can show you when I'm crafting, Heather. So I'm working on that one, and then I will do some crafting here on camera. This one's Peace and Joy. It says, "Rejoice in the wonders of the season." And this one says, "This is Christmas, but may your Christmas sparkle." Wouldn't have it any other way. and Andrew's seen a penguin. Andrew rather loves penguins, don't you, Andrew? So this one is Sending Christmas Cheer. Okay, so let's have a look. So I think that was that one. Was there anything else? No, I think that was that one. And then, right, what's this one? Oh, right, let's see. So this one was on the 16th of May. I ordered this one, and there's one here, and I've ordered it again because I've got it, but I thought my grandchildren like it. And it's Blooming Botanicals, and it's £1.67. That was pretty amazing. £1.67. And then I've got a creator card treasure box die. So oh, it's this one. I do like making boxes. Sometimes I make boxes without the dies, just by measuring and cutting and scoring. But this one was £7.99, and that's a pretty good price. Normally they would be more than that, but I fancied that. I think it was £7.99. I might have that wrong. Anyway, oh, I'm not quite sure of the prices on all of these ones. This set wasn't quite so cheap, but there were some good things. This one I rather loved. These two, so I'm not going with the present. These were 3D concertina border sets, so they've got concertina bits underneath, and I just thought they were rather lovely to make some boxes that were a bit on the springy side. So that was that. And this one, now, this would normally be a very expensive die. This would normally be about £25 because there's so much metal in it. And now you see, these are good if you're going to use them again and again and again and again. One-time use, not very good. But if you're like me and you're going to do a lot of crafting, it's worth having something like this. You can make, so this is an album spine, and you can make albums and make the spines without having this. It will take longer, and you can do it with measurements on a scoreboard. But if you're going to do some of these for members of the family or to sell for charity or whatever, and you're going to do a lot of them, it's worth having. So this was £15.99 instead of £24.99. And it's only because I'm going to do lots of them that I bought that. Otherwise, if I was only going to do one or two, I would use my scoreboard. This is my scoreboard, so that you put your card on there and you measure and score. There's lines down there that you can score with a scoring tool. So that's what I would do, but that's why I bought this one. So that's that. Whoops. I think I'm going to have an avalanche in a minute. No, let's put that down there. And then, so, oh, I don't know if I've got all the, oh, yeah, oh yes, this is the one I'm doing. So also, I got a box like this. Now, this is a box, a complete kit, for it's got all sorts of things in here. And normally these are about £25, but this one was £9.99, or was it £8? Some of them have come out in the sale at £8. Now, they are so worth buying, even if you've bought them before, because each of these boxes has so much in it. Let me read you what's in here. 2 metal dies, 10 clear stamps, 24 card blanks, 24 envelopes, 9 lots of assorted ribbon, 15 pieces of coloured card, 18 pieces of printed papers, and 100 pearly items. And you know, so it's worth having these just for the card blanks and all the other bits and pieces. So I'm going to show you quickly. I mean, I can go on. Heather might want to leave at 6 because the next show's on. That scoreboard makes it so easy to make the boxes and the lids. Yes, it does, Heather. And I probably will try and do some demonstrations at some stage. But I'm going to, so the box comes, there's this, even after, if you've taken all this stuff out, these make wonderful boxes for storage. And of course, I do love purple. Purple's my favourite colour, so why wouldn't I like it? It's good and solid. And then they come with nice tissue, and there's a greetings from Sarah. That's Sarah who runs the company. And I just love it. It's so exciting to just open up the box, and it always says on the top, thank you for your purchase. Be sure to visit the dedicated web page showcasing additional craft boxes like this one. And then it gives you the web address. And then they used to put these things in plastic. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, Heather's saying her favourite colour is purple. You might guess from the outside of my StreamYard screen that purple is my favourite colour. And no wonder we're friends. Yes, absolutely. So all the things come in these lovely little folders. They tell you on the outside what they are. I've opened them so that I didn't fiddle about while I'm on screen. But they used to come in plastic, and they've obviously responded to the world's crisis and gone into paper envelopes. And I don't even waste these. I don't throw these away. I cut these out. You know, I might have. I know I remember cutting a lot of shoes, high heels out in this on with the little high heel dial, and having spotty shoes or spotty butterflies or all sorts of things. Sometimes they come as stripies like that, and so I just use all of this. I've got a box at the side of me here where I even use I save my food packages, and this comes with a lot of that green on the lid, and I cut loads of leaves out of this, different greens and things. You know, I have a seeing eye. If I have a food package that's not messy and it's got something brilliant on it, or any other package, I use them. So these will be, they will be come back in another life. Andrew's saying, woohoo, a purple gang with the community. He loves purple too. That's Andrew up in Scotland. Brilliant. So in here, look. So there's some gems, pearls to go on your cards. So these are all sticky back. So you take those off and add them to your cards to embellish them. So that looks a bit like a Ukrainian thing, doesn't it? Those are Ukraine colours, aren't they? There's gold there as well. And what have we got here? This is the ribbon. Look, so the ribbon, you get 3 lots of ribbon, and they all come in. They come in 3 different widths and 3 different colours. And the colour palettes of these things are just amazing. They do so much work to make sure everything matches up with each other. This one is the one that's got the clear stamps in it. So in there it says, time to celebrate. Have the happiest of birthdays, or don't forget to make a wish. So these, again, you ink up and you stamp on whatever it is you want to do. And then there's some balloons on there, so you can colour those in. Oh, wait a minute. And the other one says, magical times are ahead. Thank you very much. They do a lot of fun ones with the play on words, on puns. So thank you very much. And I believe in you. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. That I must stamp up, and I must do some things with that. And then some little butterflies on there as well. And then we have, so there, I don't know, so there's a big die there, and there's the little butterflies. So that you can colour the butterflies, stamp the butterflies and colour them in, and then put those over them and cut them out in the die cutter. You can fussy cut around the edge of them if you want to. And then this one, that's the balloons, and then there's another party scene there. Somebody having a birthday party there. And then card blanks. So you can make your own cards by getting the card and doing it on the scoreboard and making it into cards, but they always put card blanks in here, and they put different sizes. So there's those card blanks, whoops, they're sticky, and those card blanks, and these I think are 6 by 6, I think 4 by 6, 4 by 6, 6 by 6, and 5 by 7 are the ones they usually put in. So that's brilliant. And then, and don't forget, all of this cost me, it's nearly 6 o'clock. Yes, Jackie, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on showing what I've got. I mean, I've not got a lot more, but I'll carry on showing, and then I'll play catch up on the broadcast. Heather, if you need to go, or Heather might be watching 2 screens. I did that the other day. I was watching 2 broadcasts at the same time. Bit difficult. So there's lots of envelopes in that one. And then this one has, this is the card. Thank you, Jackie, for that time check. Whoops. All sorts of different card there. And I think there's another pack I missed that's right at the bottom of the box. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, I can't get it out. It's stuck in. And this one is the, now that was the paper and this is the card. I don't know why I said that. So this is all card. Again, the colour palette is all matching in. So that was the project box. I'm having a job now because I'm overloaded myself. Wait a minute. And then there was this. This came in one of the boxes Was it that one? Oh, I don't know whether. Oh, no. I seem to have. Oh yes, this one I think was $7.99. This set. Oh, thank you, Heather. How nice. Look, Heather's saying she's staying till the end. She can watch Crafter's Companion later. Absolutely. We'll hop onto Crafter's Companion together. It's from 6 till 8. And I'm not spending any more today because I've sort of spent, you know, I've got all my lovely bargains here. So this was $7.99. These are normally about £25. They're top-notch colouring pencils. They're not your cheap Poundland pencil. I am not a colourist, but I'm going to intend to try and become a colourist. I've never been good at it, and I never wanted to do it, but they've done so many wonderful techniques that I want to really learn how to do lots of the techniques. And the tutorials are there. You can go back and visit again and again and again. So I think that's all the stuff that I've had in those 3 parcels. I've got some more parcels on their way. But now, for those of you in the UK, if you decided you wanted to buy something with Crafter's Companion, follow that link at the bottom and then go through that to the Crafter's Companion site. Now, I'm not quite sure how you do that, because I don't. We must work out a way how to do this, but because I belong to the Top Cashback site, yes, that's it. Because I belong to the Top Cashback site, I go through Top Cashback to go to Crafter's Companion, and unless it's one of their absolute bargains, you know, where everything is so cheap that it's unbelievable, on the other orders where it's cheap, but not quite as cheap as that, I get cash back as well. It's UK based, I think, Top Cash at the moment. I know they're going into Australia soon, but folks, if you want to, you know, make your pennies go further, Top Cashback on in the UK will give you money back off of lots of your shopping. Now, I shop in the. I flit from supermarket to supermarket depending on who's going to give me the best deal, and if I meet the criteria of the minimum spend for the delivery, I get cash back. Now, if I walked in, it's online. I think it's mostly online. Where else would they, you know, just reward you for going in the shop? But they're using their marketing budget by obviously getting people to recommend. And I always recommend when I get a good service. And so I couldn't believe it. I was Crafter's Companion member first. And then my son introduced me to Top Cashback. And I saw Crafter's Companion on there. And I thought, you know what? I don't believe that I can get any more discount than I'm already getting. Don't forget, I'm getting the 20% plus lots of the orders. And then plus... oops, hang on. I'm sorry, I'm knocking it. Gone. And then giving you lots more discount on top. I couldn't believe I would get more discount, but it does work. It doesn't. There are 1 or 2 things where they've been on such a deal that they declined the cashback. But you know, even if it's 50p here or it's £1 there, it all adds up. And over the time, since February, around Shrove Tuesday I joined, and since February on the cashback shopping, I've not bought anything I wouldn't have bought anywhere. Anyway, I just flit from, you know, I shop savvily, so I find a shop. If there's a shop that isn't giving discount on something, I go and find it somewhere else. Cashback, I go and find it somewhere else where they do. Amazon is now losing out because they don't really do much for me, Chris, with the cashback. So I wanted a curly brush, a hairdryer brush that my hairdresser recommended to me, and I got it in Boots instead of Amazon, because in Boots I got cashback on it and in Amazon I didn't. The one thing you have to do is look at the delivery costs, because what you don't want to do is pay more for delivery than you're going to get back in cashback. But you know, I've got time to play with these things, so that's good. So that, I think that is most of what that is most. Oh no, this one This one came in one of the shopping bags. I'm not quite sure which one, but this is a paper pad. All right, and it's an Easter. It was an Easter one, right? But if you look there, they're not all Easter ones. So this one and this one and this one and that one can be used when it's not Easter. And it was, I think it was £1.63 or something. It was something like that. Very, very good. So, you know, if you're savvy and you watch, you get good deals. Now, on my desk as well, under here, hang on a minute, in the boxes, they also put a thank you in, thank you for your order. And on the other side, I won't show it because you need to be entitled, you know, you need to have done an order in order to get the code, and the code's on the other side, so I don't want to give the code away unless you qualify for it. But on the back here, it says we're treating you to £20 or $20 off your next order if it's over £100. Now, some people spend £100. Occasionally, I have done if there have been so many good deals. But you know, don't forget, I'm doing my shopping for my grandchildren as well in here, because that's a brilliant thing to buy them. So on that one, it says you know, you can get £10, £20 off you do a 100 order. There were some vouchers in the boxes that said you could have what was it? Was it £10 off a £50 order? I think it was. Yes, I think that's what it was. And the platinum people do get emails sometimes where we get offered things that the rest of them don't. You know, because she does recognise that platinum. You know, we've earned our place there, but so many of us are platinum because she makes it so good to, you know, for people to want to stay. And sometimes she says, "This, I'm doing this at a loss," but that's because if I know the other day she put an ink pad in with something, and it wasn't making money. She said, "No, but if I put that in there, you're going to want to come back and buy some more." So she's totally honest of how it works. And you know, that is customer service at the top level. And those of you who watched any of my broadcasts in the past will know that customer service is something I expect to be top notch. So Heather's saying she recently got a code because the shipping had been very slow to the States. Absolutely, Heather. I got the same code because our shopping had been slow deliveries, because we were platinum used to getting orders in 2 to 3 days, and these have taken, well, this was the 12th and the 14th, these ones here. And so that wasn't, you know, what we were expecting. I mean, I didn't make a fuss because these things happen and I don't want to, you know, upset any apple cart, and I was happy to wait. I can watch the progress, and when I see that the Yodel man has got my parcel and it's out for delivery, I can track it and I can see how many more stops till he gets to my door. That's very exciting. But yeah. So I haven't done a lot of inking yet. I haven't done a lot of the watercolors and the pens and things. I love making the boxes. I love doing the die cutting and those sort of things. I've loved the fact that my grandchildren got totally hooked. I took my items on, they have a caravan, and I went on holiday with them, and I took one of my little hand machines, cutting machines, and I took some of my goodies, my scoreboard and things like that, and introduced them to paper crafting, and they absolutely love it. So the range of the children is Lynn yodeling. Yes, I am yodel. Absolutely. Very exciting when the yodel man comes. Not so exciting when it says your order is number 93 on his round, because then you've got to wait all day for it, but it still usually comes, and it is very exciting. But I've got to finish, you know, I've made this room was a total junk room. It's only part junk now. You can't see the junk because it's over there. Heather's saying that it's good that I can craft with my grandchildren. Absolutely. And I recently bought the new Gemini machine. Let's just give you a little. I did, you know, this was not this was a considered purchase. I've got lots of bits on the top of it. I've got loads of bits of the cutout. I don't throw these away because the beaver leader said, could I save them all and give them to her? I mean, when I cut out, that's one of those bits of the green food boxes I was showing you just now. But some of them, when I cut out, there's not very much left, but she still wants all those bits, so that's fine. So I'm saving those. They'll be recycled to the beaver leader. So that's why they're there. But hang on, I've got to move everything. So this, I'm going to open up. I'm going to try and see if I can show you my Gemini machine without my arm in the way, without dropping. So that this pulls down. I've got little storage space in here. Wait a minute, let's take that off the screen because you can't see. So I've got a storage space in here. I can put pens, I can put pokey tools and pencils and all sorts of bits and pieces in there. There's one of those on the back. On the old machine, you didn't have anywhere to rest the plates as you put them in, and then they come out the other side. You had to be ready to catch them. You had to push them in and be ready to catch. On here, you can lay them on, and then when they get out the other side, they actually sit on the platform the other side. This is my tablet, and they put this media stand, and when I first looked at it, I thought, well, I don't need that, I've got a machine and whatever, and I don't need that. It's also got 3 USB ports on the back, so I can charge my tablet, I can charge my phone. My phone is charging off the same thing as well. And so I thought, I don't want it. I tried to talk myself out of it, but because I've got grandchildren who don't have an electric machine, and they've only got the small machines, and I want to extend their crafting habit, I decided I could give my machine that wasn't that old to them, and I could have the new one. And it's got spaces up here for all bits and pieces, and it's got swivel feet, so I can swivel it like this. It can move. It has got a turntable that you can fix on the bottom, but I haven't fixed it on the bottom because I don't need to, because this just revolves. Because see, if you put your stuff in there, I'm up against the radiator the other side, so I can just swivel it and catch it coming out here, and I don't have to get up and stand over it and look like I used to. So I have I've justified it to myself, and they put it on a plan over 4 months, so you can pay for it over 4 months with no extra interest. So that is the Gemini 2 machine. And not only that, they gave me, now, do you want to see what they gave me in it? Came as part of it. I've got to, sorry folks, I've got to get something off the shelf, and I've got things on top of the thing I want to show you. Hang on, sorry folks. Not the best view of Lynn, the Go Live Granny, but hang on. Here we go. So as part of this, in with this, came the Butterflies and Blooms set. I'm not going to open this now, but I'm going to tell you what's in it. So this was in with that, and on top of that, if you bought it on the other day when they launched it in QVC, they said that you could be in there's a Gemini 2 club, and you could be part of it as part of the cost of the initial machine. Whereas if you wait, you've got to pay £50. Now it's launching, I think, in June, through Crafters Companion. So it was through QVC initially, coming through Crafters Companion, and I didn't want to pay an extra £50, so I got my machine a bit early. Ailey back, couldn't keep away, so much excitement. How much was the machine? Well, the machine was about £250, but this came with it, and so it's a considered purchase. I don't know what it will be when they launch it shortly, but don't forget there's discounts and there's cashback if you're on top cashback. So there's all sorts of ways. I don't know, but they did put this in with it. So let me tell you what's in here. 24 printed papers, 18 sheets. Why don't I show you? Why don't I show you? Telling you is not the same. I would want to see him, wouldn't you? Oh my goodness, it's bursting. It's bursting to capacity. So this is the largest stamp, grand floral stamp and die. Can you see? Blooms and Butterflies collection, this is called. And this didn't cost any more. This came as goodies in with it. Delicate butterfly corners. Can you see? Sorry, they're in their packet, so they might be shining a bit. And this one says, lovely. It's a sentiment that you can cut out. You can cut it out on white card and colour it, or ink it, or you can cut it in shine. I love shiny card. This one is Rose Garden stamp and die. So you've got stamps on one side, and you've got the die that cuts around it on the other side. And then you've got a 10-piece collection, Sending Love, With Deepest Sympathy, Stay Strong, Spread Your Wings and Fly, Lots of Love, Without Change There Would Be No Butterflies, Butterfly Wishes, and 3 little butterflies on the bottom there. And then you've got a, oops, hang on. Then you've got an 8-piece collection. This is a pretty postcard, and it's got a postcard, it's got flowers, it's got a butterfly, it's got a stamp, it's got music, it's got a word that says postage, it's got the frank mark that, you know, where the stamp's been posted. Look on there, look at that. I don't know if you can see, there is writing across the package, so I don't know if you can see on the other side, but that's going to be a bit of fun. Whew. And then 6-piece Flutterby stamp and die. So there we are. There's the dies, and on the other side are the rubber photopolymer stamps. They are. I say rubber stamps because they always used to be rubber, but not now. This is a ditzy accessory set. So little tiny dies, little tiny ones, and a butterfly there as well. Ailey's saying, amazing price. You would pay that amount staying in a hotel for 2 nights. Well, there you go. And if you stayed in a hotel for 2 nights, after 2 nights, you've got nothing left, have you? After 2 days of crafting, you've still got your craft machine. That's my way of looking at it. Sarah does want people to help her with the global launch. Do you think I might fit that bill? I would love to help launch this globally. So I have put my, you know, I've sort of tried to send that to let her know. She's got a group where she's asking us. That is I don't know if you can see it, that's an embossing folder. So you put your card in it and run it through the machine, and it makes beautiful embossed items. Oh my goodness. And there's more. And this is an elegant butterfly border. So for the edges of cards, got butterfly borders there. I will make some things with this, and then I'll let you see. And this one is a butterfly vine. So it's like a wreath with lots of butterflies all the way round. And as I say, the only limit to what you can do with these is your imagination. And of course, they put all the tutorials on in YouTube. So so that's a stencil. And then we have a pack of beautiful linen card. Look, so we've got the purples and the navies in this set. And then a beautiful, beautiful pack. Oh, these are double-sided. Sometimes they do papers double-sided. And I have a job to choose which side to use, because, you know, you almost don't want to use it because it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how much of that you saw. I'm not very good at flicking like they are on the demonstration. And that is the contents of that box. Okay. So if you think that this came with the machine, and £50 membership came with the machine, and we have our private little Gemini 2 group where they're going to be extra tutorials that other people don't get. That's you know, just amazing. Jackie's having to go. Bye, Jackie. Thanks for joining us. Her dinner's ready, so she's saying bye-bye. Thank you. Andrew said definitely you could help with the launch. I think that's supposed to say. I think the something happened there. Rachel loves all the butterflies. Yes, and I've got so many butterflies in different collections, but I love them all. And you know, I do lots and lots of things. One of the things I'm just about to do is make a lot of cards for local charities. There's an event on Monday, and I know some of the charities are going to be there. I'm hoping to make some cards and take them along, so they might be able to increase their fundraising. But it's not just for some Monday, it's going to be ongoing, so I will let you know how I get on. But for now, folks, I think I need a cup of tea. I hope you enjoy all the goodies, and so you can see that you don't have to be a millionaire to have a crafty obsession and to feed your crafty obsession, you know. So basically Andrew's saying that's well worth it then. Fantastic free membership. Would you need to pay? No, I don't think so. I think once you're a member, you're a member. But I will ask the question, do I ever make cards with the charity logos on them? No, I haven't. That might be a difficulty. You might run into troubles there. I was talking to a lot of the charities that were at the Riverfest, which I haven't done my Riverfest live stream. I went to the Riverfest on Saturday. Normally I would live stream all round, and then that would be up online and I would interview people. But because I'm still recovering from pneumonia, and I was not wanting to tire myself out, I did a little bit of videoing, some of which is online. Oh, it's a lifetime membership. Heather's telling us. Thank you, Heather. There we go. It's a lifetime membership. Thank you. So because I was recovering, I decided that I wasn't going to do lots of live streaming because that's quite labor intensive for me. So I did a video at the beginning when the band came in, and then I did a little bit of videoing, and then I did loads of photographs, absolutely loads of photographs. And then I'm going to do a live stream about the event, because I went and talked to nearly all the stall holders. I got all the information about the charities so that I could help to promote those. And I've said to some of them, I was talking to I don't know if any of you saw the thumbnail that advertised the broadcast tonight, but it was a picture of me with great big orange glasses on, with a lovely fan and a beautiful twinkly headgear. And I got that from the Multiple Sclerosis Society, and they have a shop. They have their own shop, and they're more than happy. You know, they would love me to do some stuff to go in the shop. But on another stand, anything they have on their stand, I think it was the protecting birds stand, they have to have only their own merchandise. But there are different ways of helping. I could find somebody who wanted to support the Bird Society, who could sell their cards somewhere else and then give the Bird Society the money. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So, you know, it's thinking out of the box. So there we go. And Ailey's saying, send over any leftover cards to send to charity shop in Gordon. I will do. I will send you some cards. And actually, I had a card on here. So this is one that's here's a couple that I made earlier. And so these ones are going in the box. We have embracing age charity on the island, and it supports people, elderly people who don't have family, who live in care homes, because those people would never get a birthday card, would they, unless it was for like a charity. So this is one, and I love it when you can, we put some of the bits on foam to give them extra dimension. This was another one I did. I embossed this silver card through one of my embossing folders, which gave it all the little dots. I embossed that bit up there. I cut these bits out on my die cutter. Pinterest is a brilliant place to get inspiration, as well as Crafters Companion. And I know some of the crafters on Crafters Companion get some of their inspiration from Pinterest because they said so. So, these are the sorts of things I will be making. I will send you some, Ailey. Don't expect them in the next week because I'm very, very busy. I'm still trying to get the craft room so that I can move in it. I've moved some stuff to get this area clear, but there's still lots of stuff to be sorted over there. But it's a work in progress, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to go and I might just have a drink of water. I found I found this lovely water bottle that I got at, it's not a Crafter's Companion one. It looks like it should be. It's actually a WRS Systems, which is one of the businesses on the Isle of Wight who were giving these away at an expo. And I've never used it before, and I don't drink enough water. And it's one of those. It's got a straw that goes all the way down, and when you pull it up, you drink up the straw, and it's brilliant because if I have a cup of something in here, I'm likely to knock it over and spill it all over my card. So this is brilliant. So that's lovely, and the fact that it's purple is even better, isn't it? Anyway, Heather's saying goodbye. I'm going to see you over on CCTV in a minute, Heather. We'll have a chat over there. And Ailey's saying that my card was as good as my knitting. Thank you, Ailey. That's so kind. So there is a Facebook user who's saying something but not saying something. Whoever that is a Facebook user. They've either put an emoji or a kiss or something, but it's not telling me what it is. So I don't know who that is there. If anybody wants to tell me who they are there, because it's not doing it. It just now it didn't. It just all it's doing is that. So I don't know who that is. Maybe that's Tina. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I can see that the Crafter's Companion is 21 minutes in. Not that I want to abandon you for that, because I didn't abandon you. I kept going like I always do. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to go and watch the show, tidy up all this lot that I've just been showing you, put it all back in its space, and so I can get on with some crafting while I watch the show. Sometimes when I watch the show, I'm cutting shapes out ready for putting on cards, like all these sorts of things. I will be putting them through the die cutter, all the writing, that sort of thing. So I just cut a batch out while I'm doing it. And one of the things I've actually been loving doing, since I made the cards for my grandchildren the other day, I have got some huge number dies. These are the back. This is the backing, and then there's a smaller one that goes in there. And I embossed them for my grandchildren, who had 3 of them who had birthdays last week. Anyway, that's it, folks. It's a wrap. I will see you again very soon. I will be doing another broadcast very soon because I need to tell you all about the Riverfest from last week before another year goes by and it's coming round again. Thanks for joining me. You're welcome. Thank you, Andrea, for saying thank you. Love you lots. Take care. Stay safe and see you all soon. Bye.